3-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the
just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
First down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game. On
2nd and 7, Wentz. That is caught at And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Philadelphia.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sanders, the ball
A
carrier.
5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down. Right.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, as the Vikings sat down looking at their offseason and realizing that their secondary had been gutted at the corner position. Trey Waynes, Mackenzie Alexander, Xavier Rhodes, all gone. That opened up the door for them to draft Jeff Gladney out of TCU. Absolutely love this player. He can play outside. I think he's best in the slot, and he's going to fight you on every possession, every ball in the air. Watch how aggressively he plays.
16 yards and a first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. In a heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this will be brought back to the 22. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Down Eagles.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team because...
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Minnesota Vikings off to a rough start in 2020, 1-4 in the basement of the NFC North. Week 5, that was maybe the toughest loss of the season. A real heartbreaker out in Seattle, 27-26. They led the game 13-0 at half and looked like, Charles, they were going to salt it away late. They had it close to the end zone, decided to go for it on 4th and goal, did not get it, and then Russell Wilson did what Russell Wilson does, marched Seattle all the way down the field, scored a touchdown with less than 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's where it always becomes very difficult for a head coach. What decision do you make, right? As you mentioned, going for it late in the game instead of kicking the field goal, which would have made it an 8-point game, right? They decided, hey, we're going to try and win it right now. That was Mike Zimmer, their head coach. Didn't happen, and as you'd also mentioned, he turned it back to Russell Wilson. He started that last drive with his feet in the end zone. Think about that, right? The last drive for Seattle started there. They go all the way downfield, get it done, and guess what? Minnesota's now looking at themselves and saying, what happened here, and how do we get out of this? And even tougher, Dalvin Cook exited the game with a groin injury, even though
And a full interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Nate Gehrig. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
you hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
It's second down.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good for a Minnesota Vikings. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cousins on first down. He gets it left side of Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Boston Scott on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just touch.
And that'll be intercepted by the portable safety Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He's brought down by Nate Gehring.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He was
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Cousins. Those passes intercepted for the 14-9. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The Eagle ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
9-yard gain.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Jake Elliott.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
1-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This will be caught at about the 5. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Eagle ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Wentz escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 44 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to play well.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And finding the tight end run. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now Cousins. This will caught at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down 21-14. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And
play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score a point.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Following the interception, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Cousins to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
And that'll drive coaches crazy.
after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction. 2nd and 15. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's up by the Calvary Coleman. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already to ask for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down. Ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes